For over 6 years, I have searched and searched for a Christian seminary to begin my studies. This is a lifelong dream for me. When I first learned of St. Thomas Christian College, I really felt a strong confirmation within myself that this was the place that the Lord wanted me to train. Upon transitioning from Atlanta, Georgia here, I am so very glad that I obeyed God.
It's very caring.
I'm having a great time.
Their follow-up is tremendously awesome, and everything that they do is designed to help to bring the best you out.
I've looked at online schools, I've looked at different schools around the city, and I ran across St. Thomas. I ran across this awesome establishment. I think it was the answer to my prayers. It was exactly what I needed, came at the right time, very flexible, just exactly what I needed.
Yes, I would definitely recommend, and I have recommended to several friends of mine, not only those who are in the gospel, but anyone who is looking to gain a better knowledge and understanding about the Word of God and how it should be used and utilized in their lives. I would recommend they be a part
Flexibility.
of this.
If you are an entrepreneur, you have several businesses like I had, several businesses. I'm talking about 3 businesses at one time. Trying to come here and trying to get the Word of God, I tell you, it was wonderful. It was easy. It was like when you come here, you get the Word of God. They teach you.
I needed to go to school because I wanted to understand the Word of God to its fullness. I wanted to be able to dissect the Word to such point where it's understood by the laymen, by those that were not raised in church. And I wanted to enhance what I do. I wanted to be the best preacher, teacher, poet that God has ever created for me to be. So I wanted to go to school to get that experience. I needed it.
As a mother going to school here at St. Thomas Christian College, I find myself in a position that it does not alter or neglect my duties as being a mother. It does not allow me to take away from my children, but it actually enhances. It causes me to, even as the studies have gone on, to become a better parent, learning how to speak, learning how to have voice control over situations, because as a parent sometimes we may not get it as well as young teenagers are evolving and developing in their characteristics of where they're going in life. Many times we don't get it. But I found out just by studying the Word of God through St. Thomas, understanding that even as parents, even as a mother as myself, that many times I don't have every T crossed and every I dotted. Found out through the studying and developing that Dr. Jackson gives us, that, you know what, even as we are corrected in love, we have to yet still do that as parents. It is no struggle as a parent to come to St. Thomas.
As a person that just turned 21, and to anybody 18 or above, if you don't know what you're going to do with your life, or you're still considering, if anybody has ever told you you would make a difference in the world, or you have a calling on your life, or anything in that region, even if you don't have the money, St. Thomas Christian College would be the best place for you. The people here work for you, work with you. They embrace you with open arms. They don't judge you.
For the dollar, for what you're getting from this school, the experience that you're gaining, for the dollar, the best option ever. If you're like anything like me, you're very conscious about where you spend your money and what you do with your money, because it's hard to come by. You work very hard for it. And so to spend it in a place and to know that you're getting above what you've paid for is absolutely wonderful. And so St. Thomas has been beautiful as it pertains to my dollar to experience ratio, my dollar to knowledge ratio. It's been wonderful, wonderful experience.
I would absolutely say you ought to check out St. Thomas Christian College and Seminary. We have an excellent curriculum here that supports the busy working individuals. We have online classes, but if you are in the surrounding area, come join us on campus. That way you'll have an opportunity to receive hands-on training.
Being president of St. Thomas Christian College has been one of the most rewarding things that I've ever done. My commitment to the student body and developing people is a paramount responsibility. We're engaging on building a $10 million facility and advancing the kingdom in so many different areas. And if you're out there and you're considering going to school and you say, hey, Doc, I don't know where to go to school. I don't know if there's a place for me. Let me recommend St. Thomas. Whether you're going to school online or you're going to school through the internet or you're coming here physically attending classes, I guarantee you that a St. Thomas education will be far better than anything you've ever experienced. Now, people ask me, say, hey, that school's been around for years, and that a lot longer than being around since the 1960s of St. Thomas. And you're right, that school's been around since the 1800s, the 1900s, early 1900s. And yeah, we're a baby. But our reputation is on the line as we're building a premier learning institution. I want to make sure that every student that finishes wears the brand of St. Thomas, that when you finish and you say that you finished at St. Thomas, that pulpits to America and Christian education vehicles to America know that you've been to a school that's like no other. So our reputation is on the line. So to ensure that you have everything that you need, we're going to make sure. I don't want any student to fall beneath the cracks. So if you're thinking about a school, St. Thomas is not a place to go. It's the place to go. If you've got a calling on your life, if you're young, if you're 18 years old, if you're 30, if you're 70 and 60, we've trained students that have graduated that were blind. It really doesn't matter where you are, whether you're Hispanic, you're blind, young, old, it really doesn't. Our goal is to make sure that you finish and you fulfill your assignment. So if you're out there and you say, hey, I'm looking for a right kind of school, looking for a place I can learn, I can be engaged, this is the place to come. I want to welcome you to the exploration of life, a learning institution that will not leave you on the sideline. It's time for you to become a team player in God's plan for your life. St. Thomas Christian College.